Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this, guys. Folks, welcome to the Handy News channel. My name is Handy. I am your host here. You can find me at RightHandy13 on X. Also, guys, check out our Discord website and other issues. I'm going to start doing these news break style videos several times a day, just to kind of fit more in. They're going to be posted Rumble and YouTube, so guys, check them out, share them everywhere. And we're going to kind of if we have breaking news or updates from stories reported on the News and Coffee program, we're going to check that out. But guys, first, give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Uncommon Grounds Limited. They are a micro roasting coffee company based out of Pennsylvania. They are friends of the show. Melvin and Michelle Keel own the company. They ship this coffee out. I drink it every morning on News and Coffee, and they also are in the process of reopening their coffee shop cafe. So, guys, give them a big shout out. January roasting orders are now closed. All orders will be roasting on the week of February 7th now. So, but for the February orders, please get your orders in no later than midnight on February 4th. So that'll be the cutoff date. Check out all their amazing coffees, single origins and blends, flavor roasteds, and most especially their coffee for a cause, which some of the proceeds of each sale goes to overdose awareness and treatment programs. Whatever they can find that's good, they're donating to. So, guys, check them out. Uncommon Grounds Limited. Link will be in the description of the video. Bam. All right, let's move into our first story, guys. From which one did I want here? Oh, that was the wrong one. I have the New York City earthquake. There we go. Sorry, guys. Haven't done these in a minute recording. But from the Post Millennial, I reported on this briefly in the News and Coffee, but there are updates. Fire Department of New York responds to sounds of booms and shakes, power outages on New York's Roosevelt Island. I'm going to read through this story real quick, and I'll get you guys to the update to this and what I think about it. Firefighters and emergency response teams are responding to reports of small explosions on New York City's Roosevelt Island. Just before 6 a.m. Tuesday, residents on the island and East River reported what they said sounded like explosions coming from Roosevelt Island and surrounding areas. There's a little video clip. It's just basically emergency vehicles here. This from Rosler, breaking numerous reports of multiple explosions and buildings shaking on Roosevelt Island. Currently, numerous emergency crews and other agencies are responding to reports of multiple explosions causing buildings to shake in Roosevelt Island. So power outages occurred afterwards, and many residents, while sleeping, were jolted awake by the loud noise. No injuries have yet been reported. Emergency responders have reported feeling vibrations on Roosevelt Island in Manhattan and Queens, according to the Daily Mail. Residents as far away as Astoria also woke up from the noise. Fire Department of New York is investigating the location of what one resident called booms. Investigating the location of what one resident called booms and shakes. Firefighters have been trying to find the source, looking into possible manhole fires under the city. Firefighters turned the scene over to Con Edison, a local power company, after declaring it safe. Developing story, but we do have an update on this, guy. So basically this morning a lot of people were woken up to booms and shakes, and they had no clue. There's been no report on what it is until now, guys. That oh, there we go. Mystery solved. United States Geological Survey reports 1.7 magnitude quake in Astoria before Roosevelt Island explosion calls. So, what to know? Emergency crews received 911 calls just before 6 a.m. Tuesday from residents. We read that. The fire department crews responded and searched the area, including several buildings, did not find a fire or likely source of the reports. New York's listed the situation as unfounded and turned the scene over to Con Edison, which has emergency crews looking into possible source of the shaking. USGS is now reporting a 1.7 magnitude earthquake in Astoria, Queens area at 5:45 a.m., but officials have not specifically confirmed the earthquake was the source of the early morning concerns. I'll read the rest of this story, and we're going to get into a little bit of what, Firefighters responded to reports of small explosions on Roosevelt Island Tuesday morning, then declared the scene under control with no clear cause, according to fire officials. But now the mystery might be solved thanks to the USGS. reporting a 1.7 magnitude quake occurred 5:45 a.m. Tuesday near Astoria, Queens. Residents in both Manhattan and Queens called to report what they sounded like small explosions coming from Main Street, south of the Roosevelt Island tramway, just before 6 a.m. on Tuesday. The situation was resolved within about an hour. FDNY crews said the cause of the loud booms couldn't be determined. One building was said to be shaking. So apparently, guys, this little tiny earthquake over here caused a whole bunch of explosions and power outages over here. But 911 operators received calls from Roosevelt Island and Astoria, leading to a large firefighting effort, including 60 fire and medical personnel before dawn on Tuesday. But NYPD reports that no fire was found. I heard it was like a big boom, and then the room shook, one Roosevelt Island told NBC New York. No injuries were immediately reported, and no rescues were needed. And during media availability, Mayor Eric Adams called Chief of Staff said the mayor's office was waiting to get more information after the USGS announced the earthquake occurred. Adams said he did not feel the earthquake. Guys, what is going on in New York right now? We have major shutdowns. The pro-Palestine people are marching to Newark, JFK. They're trying to shut down the airports. They're launching balloons into the flight paths of the planes. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and nothing's happening to them. They're just allowed to continue on their way, it seems. Then we get this: loud booms and shaking felt on Roosevelt Island, and supposedly a 1.7 magnitude earthquake was felt in Queens, recorded in Queens. Yet the firefighters reported they could feel rumbling under their feet. Something strange is going on in New York, guys. And I first saw this story brought to me by a friend of the channel, Vince Taglia. He's got a YouTube channel and every Rumble channel where he does news as well. He shared this to me over on X, so I had to dig in a little deeper. He just had the report from the New York City scanner that the earthquake was felt. I dug in deeper and found that they're claiming the booms and power outages on Roosevelt Island and Manhattan were caused by this earthquake in Queens. No clue what's going on. This is a developing story, but this almost, when I first read it, sounded like a cover-up. What are they trying to hide in New York City, or what is going on in New York City that we don't know about, guys? And this brings into effect that we're seeing reports around raised terror status. Major analysts are reporting a potential black swan or red flag event coming very, very soon in 2024. And we're just kind of seeing all this kind of compile together. I think we're going to see even more news break out of New York today. So be on the lookout for that stuff, guys. But also, if you hear anything, check out the website. If you find any news about this, you can always go right here to the Handy News website. I have a send news tips. If you get breaking news, you can either DM me over on X if you know me, or you can go over to the Handy News website, linked in the description, and hit this tips button, and it'll come right to me. I check this all the time, guys. So keep your eyes peeled for developing stories in case this does turn out to be a false flag. And also, guys, while you're down checking out Uncommon Grounds Limited, make sure you use promo code HANDY for 10% off your order at checkout. I have to update the thing. Orders are now open for the February roasting. So, guys, check out our sponsor, Uncommon Grounds. Get some really good coffee and watch for this developing stories on this particular subject. Right now, that's all I got for you on this handy news break. Check back in with me throughout the day. I'm going to have 2 to 3 videos on this today, and then we'll be live on YouTube and Rumble, possibly X tonight, for the night shift. We're going to have the first portion of the show streaming to all 3 places, Rumble, YouTube, and X. And then after that first hour is up, we're going to take it exclusively to Rumble so we can get extra spicy. And that's where the live stream recordings will live, is on Rumble. So if this is your first time tuning in, hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with you guys later for more breaking news. Thank you from Handy News.